What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We are here for week 11 at Lanier for the Monday Night Modifieds. Last week's winner, Andrew Clark out there. We got Caleb Durgan, Hayden Tolson, Sean Crocha, Tyler Reed, T. Clem, Christopher Joy, bunch of drivers out there. Looks like we got 18 cars in this split. Everybody's going to be going to the feature here tonight. Ox, thank you for the like. Appreciate it, Ox. We go ahead and update all the stream stuff is over on YouTube while we get into here as we are doing practice currently. A little bit of T-Clem action. How's everybody doing tonight? Let me know in the chat. How's your night going? How is your night going here tonight? Are you guys ready for some modified action? Don't tell Sean. What's up, Ox? I see you out there. Ox always out there giving us the love on every platform, almost every platform. As that looks like it's going to be the end of practice here as we get ready for qualifying for the big block modifieds. What's up, Clint? Clint out there over on Twitch. What's up, everybody, as they get up in the stream? What do we got? Yeah, we ready, says Ox. As we got T-Clem out on the track, putting down his first lap. Looks like Jacob Fields is out here, too. Not much, says Clint. Let's see where T-Clem's going to set the bar here tonight. Cudney with a 5.02. Willis with a 4.05. As T-Clem's going to come in with a slower out of all the time to a 5. Is that a 5.80? I don't know. I'm getting old. My eyes just aren't there. As we got the number 98, big boy Logan Hickerson out there on the track ready for his qualifying time. How's everybody doing tonight? Are you guys ready for some big block action as Hickerson's going to start lap number 1? He might have gotten a piece of the wall right there. He might have actually gotten a piece of the wall there as he comes around to complete lap number 1 here. Let's see where he's going to put that number 98. Hickerson's going to go 7th quick. Who else we got out on the track? Oh, looks like we got Andrew Clark out on the track. Caleb Durgan has not put down a qualifying time. Lightning Andrew Clark. As he's up there in that number 99. Where is he going to put that thing tonight? As he comes out of turn number 4. Let's see where he puts it on the board. Comes across the line. Clark's going to go 2nd quick with a 4.23 as Willis currently sits at the top of the charts. Hayden Tolson sitting in 6th. Will Durgan jump out on the track. Look like here comes Tyler Reed in that number 58 machine. I'm doing all right, Clint. I'm doing all right. Guys, make sure you guys are getting those likes and shares out there. Let's get some people up in the chat. I'm not racing. I'm just broadcasting this one, Pete. But I have a Fanatec DD, CSL DD. As Tyler Reed is ripping it out of turn number 3 and 4. Looks like Durgan might not make qualified. He's still got enough time right now, but it's pushing it. As Tyler Reed is going to go 16 quick with a 6.04. Man, this field is pretty close so far. Is Durgan not in there? Where is Durgan? Durgan is not in the session, but he is registered. So curious if he's going to make it in time. As qualifying is just about over, as we got about 2 seconds left. How's everybody doing tonight? Let me know in the chat. Make sure you guys are getting those likes, shares, and follows out there as we get ready for heat race number 1. All right, heat race number 1. Starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight. I'm assuming he's in the number 10. It is going to be Talon Willis. Starting on the pole was Andrew Clark in 2nd. Starting in that number 3 position on the inside of row number 2 here in heat race number 1. It is going to be Christopher Joy, Elliot Camachi in that number 4 position. We got Jacob Fields in that number 007 starting in that 5 spot with a 25 of Kenny Cundy starting in 6th. Nicholas Ham's going to start 7th, T. Clem 8th, and Caleb Durgan, if he makes it in the session, which I don't think he's going to, is going to start in that number 9 position. Well, at least Durgan knows he's going to make the race, even if he does not make the heat. He's going to have a lot of work to do here tonight as these guys get ready to pull off the starting grid. 8 laps here for heat race number 1. Everybody's going to transfer through. Only 18 cars in this session. Got 3 splits here tonight. This is top split. Got to be up above, well above a 5K, probably pushing 6. As Talon Willis leads the field down the back straightaway. Who's your pick for heat race number 1? Let me know out in the chat. Who do you think is going to win this one? As they head into turn number 3 and 4, they're going to get 1 to go this time by. 1 to go at the line.
Dragon, you giving them a head start?
Let me go ahead and mute that over on. And I'm going to mute the Fields. Fields has got a little bit of work to do here. And I need to add the sound for the race over there on TikTok as the green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Andrew Clark's going to cross down as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Andrew Clark falls back a little bit as Talon Willis going to dig out on the outside as they come out of turn number 4. Willis leads lap number 1 down the back straightaway. It looks like Andrew Clark has got his work cut out for him as Christopher Joy looking up underneath him as they come out of turn number 4. As Elliott has issues way back. We got, they were wrecking out of turn number 4. What happened here? Let's see if we can figure out what happened here. Oh, Durgan. Oh, neck code. Ooh. Big neck code. And then Elliott ends up getting into the back of T. Clem as they come out of turn number 4. Andrew Clark back on the back bumper of that number 10. Andrew's going to look low in that number 99C as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Willis leads the way out of turn 4, coming to the line. Talon's going to lead that time by 3 laps to go. Looks like we got lap traffic up ahead. That's going to be T. Clem just ahead of these guys as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. 2 laps to go at the line. Does Andrew Clark have anything for him? Closing in just behind him, we got Christopher Joy and Kenny Cundy as they head into turn number 3 and 4. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go. Talon gets that white flag. Let's go, Caleb Moody. What's up, Holmes? Out of turn number 2. Here comes Clark looking low. Can't get the drive off. Willis with a good run into turn number 3. Andrew Clark down low. Drag race out of turn number 4. It's going to be Talon with the win. Andrew Clark, Christopher Joy, Kenny Cundy, Jacob Fields, Nicholas Ham, Ellie Camachi. Maybe Durgan's working them. Not quite there. Durgan. And then T. Clem routing out the field. Scott Helms, thank you for the like. Appreciate it, buddy. As we're going to get ready for heat race number 2. All right, starting on the pole here in heat race number 2, it is going to be James Richard. On the outside of him, it's going to be David Cool OG. Starting in the inside row, starting on the inside of row number 3, it is going to be the 327 of Hayden Tolson. Outside of him, in the other number 33, it's going to be Sean Krawcheck. Then starting in row number 3 on the inside, it's going to be MDI Dirt's most popular driver, Big Boy Logan Hickerson. Wow, I messed that up. Big Boy Logan Hickerson. Outside of him, it's going to be Will Hanger. Starting in 7th, Chance Carr, Tyler Reed 8th, and Kevin Robinson in that number 9 position. All right, did you hear that, Clark? I gave it to you. All right, out of turn number 4, James Richard leads him to the line with Cool OG to the outside. Who's going to win heat race number 2? Let me know in the chat. What do you think? This one's got some potential of some chaos, I think. But we're about to find out as they come down the back straightaway, waiting on Richard. James Richard to see when he's going to fire off as they head into 3 and 4. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Kulo G drifts a little high. Contact further back as Chance Carr goes around. Chance Carr goes around. Chance Carr goes around as James Richard leads the field out of turn number 4. Hayden Tolson up to second. Kulo G third. Hickerson in fourth. Can Big Boy Hickerson get around that number 91 as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Nose to tail out of turn 4. James Richard leads that time by. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Single file ride the train as we got a little bit of a move out of Sean Krawczyk. He can't get up underneath Hickerson as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Will Hanger almost in the back of him as James Richard leads the field. Hayden Tolson falls back a little bit. Kulo G almost in the back of him as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Ooh, a little bit of contact for second as Kulo G gets in the back of Tolson. Down into turn number 1 and 2, halfway through heat race number 1 as they come out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Who's going to win heat race number 2? Kulo G looking low on second. They all look too far back from James Richard as they head into turn number 1 and 2. James Richard going to lead the field. Hayden Tolson in second as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn 4, 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go as we follow the train into turn number 1 and 2. This track really needs to work itself in. A Conti would have been nice here tonight, but not enough cars as they come out of turn number 4. James Richard going to lead it. White flag is out. White flag is out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Still single file for the field. Hayden tries to close the gap on James Richard. Can't quite do it as they ship it into turn. Oh, contact as Kulo G gets into the back of Tolson. Big Boy Hickerson going to get second. Sean Krawczyk third. Will Hanger fourth. Kulo G fifth. Tyler Reed, Chance Carr, Kevin Robinson, and Hayden Tolson rounding out the field. Kulo G just gets into the back of him as there's no cautions. Not that it would have mattered, it was the last lap anyway. As these guys get ready for tonight's feature. Guys, we will be jumping over to the Pro Late Model race here tonight at Kern at the conclusion of this one. Hopefully we can get it through where I won't miss any of that, but we could miss a couple heat races. We'll find out. Yeah, right. Yeah, might be a little bit of a fight. What's up, Donnie? What's up, buddy? You ready for tomorrow? All right, starting on the pole here tonight in that number 10 machine, it is going to be Talon Willis. Outside of him in the number 4, out of Canada, it's going to be James Richard. Starting in third here tonight in that number 99C, it's going to be Lightning Andrew Clark. On the outside of him, it is going to be MDI Dirt's most popular driver, Big Boy Logan Hickerson. Starting in fifth, it's going to be Christopher Joyce, Sean Krawczyk, and 6th. Starting in 7th, it's going to be Kenny Cudney, Will Hanger. Starting in 8th, Jacob Fields, and 9th. Kulo G after contact with Hayden Tolson. You're going to wonder how that's going to end here tonight in the feature. Going to be starting 10th. Nicholas Ham in 11th. Tyler Reed's going to start back in that number 12 position with Elliot Gamachi in 13th. Chance Carr in 14th. Caleb Durgan's going to start in that number 15 position. Expect him to try to roll the bottom up to the front of the pack. That's what he does well in these features when he starts to the back. Kevin Robinson 16th. Tyler Clement in 17th. And then rounding out the field is going to be the 327 of Hayden Tolson as we look for the green flag out of turn number 4. When is Talon going to fire him off? Green flag is out as he starts it way early in turn number 3. Talon's going to get a nice jump as Andrew Clark gets side by side with James Richard. Battle for that number 2 spot. James Richard going to get the run out of turn number 2. Clark going to slide up. He's going to park it on the nose. James Richard backs up the field. Give Clark second. 3 wide for 4th just behind him. 3 wide now for 3rd as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Logan Hickerson gets that number 4 position as we got contact through the field. Somehow they all keep it straight as Christopher Joy is stuck on the bottom. Here comes Krawczyk to the outside in that number 33. Ooh, a little bit of bump. Those bumps got Christopher Joy as they almost make contact as Nicholas Ham goes around. He gets it going back straight. No caution flag. Let's go take a look and see what happened here. Didn't bring out the caution. Oh, he got carload by Tyler Reed. And he goes around, and so does Kevin Robinson, but no caution flag. Back up to the front as Talon Willis leads the way. Andrew Clark second. James Richard third as we got a lot of follow the leader down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Seen Cool OG trying to look inside of Will Hager. Can't quite get there. He loses a ton of momentum out of turn number 2 as they come out of turn number 4 now down the front straightaway. Looking real hard to pass here tonight. Wondering how physical these guys might get in order to battle for that next position forward as they come out of turn number 4. Yeah, this track has so much potential and man, you just can't pass. Krawcheck trying to look up underneath Hickerson as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Sean down low. Digs up underneath Hickerson. Can't get it to stick. He's got to get back in line. James Richard looking for a different line just ahead of these guys as they come out of turn 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Ooh, Cudney's going to throw a slider back there on Christopher Joy. Christopher Joy going to slide him back into turn number 1 and 2. Cut down by Cudney. The battle for that number 6 position as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Cudney's going to ship it in. Slides up the track. Joy back with the crossover as they're starting to battle. Just ahead into turn number 1 and 2. Hickerson with a slide on Krawcheck. Krawcheck gonna cut up underneath as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Battle for fourth. Krawcheck slides. Hickerson back low out of turn number 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Hickerson gonna slide him back. Krawcheck back up around. What? You got the T and the Z backwards, Mike. As we get a caution flag out on the track. What's up, Swake? Uh-oh, we got contact between Cudney and... Oh, a little bit contact there. Let's see what... Oh, Cudney gets him and turns him around. Christopher Joy ends up on his lid. He's going to have to probably take the tow. I don't know if he got back on all 4. He did not. He sits up there on the track. We got to follow Wes. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I'm sure there's going to be some more fighting in the pits afterwards as we work the first caution flag of tonight's feature. 12 laps or 11 laps into this one. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate those likes, shares, and follows. Make sure you don't forget. Let's get some people up in the stream. Get those shares out there. As they come across the line, they're going to get 1 to go this time by... Oh, Christopher Joy got it back on all 4. He didn't have to take the tow. That is definitely a surprise. So Talon Willis going to lead him to the green flag this time by as he gives us a little blink there. Andrew Clark in the 99C out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Andrew Clark quick with the crossover out of turn number 4. Andrew Clark looking for the lead into turn number 1 and 2. Tries to slide up. Not enough room as Willis closes the door down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Clark's going to pull the slider here. Talon back with the cut down. James Richard down low. 3 wide into turn number 1 and 2 for the lead. Side by side. 3 wide down the front straightaway. James Richard with a run. Talon Willis going to fall back to third. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Coming to the line. New race leader Andrew Clark at the line into turn number 1 and 2. Hey, Stacy. What's up, guys? Down the back straightaway, James Richard now trying to fight Andrew Clark for the lead as they head through turn number 3 and 4. He's got that bottom side rolling decently as they head into 1 and 2. James Richard going to dig down low. He's got that bottom side rolling, doing a good job down there, holding his own as they head into turn number 3 and 4. For sure, Clint, as they come across the line. I think Clark headed at the line. James Richard with a little mistake there into turn number 1 and 2. Andrew Clark going to slide into turn number 3 and 4. Pinches James Richard down just a tick as they come out of turn number 4. James Richard at the line. That time by. Andrew Clark going to fight back on the outside as they're side by side down the back straightaway. Down into turn number 3 and 4. James Richard having the race of his life as they come out of 4. Andrew Clark hard, almost into the wall as they head into 1 and 2. Almost a big mistake out of Andrew Clark. I'm sure there was a whole bunch of pucker there as James Richard leads it into turn number 3 and 4. He's got the bottom side rolling, and Talon Willis is going to take the bottom as Clark goes down low. He's going to park it right in between first and third. What a parallel park dive by Andrew Clark down into 1 and 2. Talon Willis going to go back up to the outside as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn 4, down into 1 and 2. He's going to try to dig down low. James Richard protecting the bottom as they come out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Good racing up here at the front as they come out of turn number 4. And they're not really entering pitted lane, by the way. They're just going so close to the pit opening that iRacing thinks they're pitting. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Single file now for the leaders as Andrew Clark tries to work James Richard as he's got Talon Willis all over the back of him. Jacob Field has made his way up 5 spots to that number 4 position. Good Jacob Field. Jacob Fields is good at coming through the field. We can see if he can pull it upside here tonight as Andrew Clark goes back to the top side. I don't know if it's there yet, but Talon Willis digging down low as they come out of 2 down the back straightaway. Big run for Andrew Clark up on the high side. He's going to have to keep that momentum going as it looks like the low side is the way to go as of now as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Will is going to have to run out of turn number 2. Andrew's going to try to pinch him down just a tick. Might have not been time to go up top, but he had to try something as Talon takes that number 2 spot away. What a battle up here between the top 3. These guys really duking it out as James Richard pulls away into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, 26 laps complete, 14 laps to go as they head into 1 and 2. Really surprised at staying bottom side. I would have expected slider by now, but not looking like it's there right yet as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Marbles starting to form. Look for there to be a little grip there. These guys might start. That's when the slider line is really going to come alive, when those marbles really form in the middle there. Down through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn 4, it is going to be 12 laps to go as James Richard leads the field. Talon Willis starting to reel him back in. What a run through turn number 1 and 2 out of Willis. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Willis all over the back bumper bar of that number 3 as they come to the line with 11 laps to go. He's going to move up. He gets into the back of James Richard. It opens the door for Clark. Clark going to dig down low into turn number 3 and 4. Battle for second. This is what James Richard needs behind him. These guys are racing out side by side. Unless that opens up a new line for Talon Willis to run. That middle's starting to open up a little bit. I'm telling you, those marbles are going to come in play here as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, 9 laps to go here. 9 laps to go as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Good James Richard pulls the upside. Yellow flag is out. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Ooh. Well, we might have a bonehead moment here out of Tyler Clement as Christopher Joy gets into Nicholas Ham, and T-Clem just hammers Christopher Joy. Christopher Joy with a big shot there. Watch this right here. Oof! Big hit as Christopher Joy takes the tumble. And there is definitely going to be a fight after this one. Oh boy, the drama on the track as they get single file. They're going to have 9 laps to go when they take the green flag. Who's it going to be here tonight? Can James Richard hold on here tonight? Into turn number 3 and 4. What? Oh, he's going to fire off in turn 3. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. James Richard going to power into turn number 1 and 2. Talon Willis closes the gap through turn number 1 and 2 as James Richard pulls him off of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. James Richard going to roll the bottom. Willis with a great run through 3 and 4. Battle for the lead is on as they head into 1 and 2. That middle lane has come alive. Here comes Willis to the outside. Drag race down into turn number 3 and 4. James Richard going to ship it in. He's going to park it on the nose of Willis. Andrew Clark gets into the back of him. Jacob Fields has to back out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Ooh, it might have been a little bit of a dirty move there out of James Richard. Talon lets him know he's not happy as they head through 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4. 7 laps to go as there's more contact out of 4. Here comes Willis up to the high side. Willis going to dig to the outside. Side by side out of turn number 2. Battle for the lead. Will James Richard do it again? Willis isn't going to let him. He's going to pitch him down out of turn number 4. It's going to be 6 laps to go as they're side by side for the lead into turn number 1 and 2. James Richard able to hold the lead that time by, but it looks like Talon's going to get it this time as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Andrew Clark closing the gap once again as they come out of turn number 4. 5 laps to go. Talon Willis leads that time by. Out of turn number 2, give that lead to Talon Willis. What's up, Butters? As they head into turn number 3 and 4, here comes Andrew Clark. Down low, up underneath Richards for that number 2 position. Clark headed at the line as they head into 1 and 2. James Richard going to pinch down Andrew Clark. A little bit of net code there. Shifts them up the track, down the back straightaway, into turn number 3 and 4. James Richard well up high as they come out of turn number 4. Jacob Fields is going to take 3rd at the line as they head into 1 and 2. Andrew Clark in 2nd. 3 laps to go. Jacob Fields slides into that number 3 position. James Richard going to go low up underneath Fields. Michael, thank you for the follow. As they come out of turn number 4, 2 more laps for Willis. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Willis starting to pull away a gap. Andrew Clark in that number 2 spot. Jacob Fields in 3rd as James Richard almost into the back of him. White flag is out. 1 more lap for Willis and company. Oh, contact further back between Cudney and Krawcheck. Down the back straightaway through turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag in the air. What a race out of Willis as he's going to take the win at the line. Andrew Clark in 2nd. Fields in 3rd. Wow. Wow. We are going to late models next. Let me go through this. Let me go through the results. This is going to be Talon Willis with the win. Andrew Clark in 2nd. Jacob Fields in 3rd. James Richard in that number 4 position. Sean Krawcheck in 5th. Kenny Cudney in 6th. Going to be Logan Hickerson in that number 7 position. Elliot Camachi in 8th. Will Hanger in 9th. Tyler Reed in 10th. Chance Carr in 11th. Caleb Durgan in 12th. David Cool OG in that number 13 position. T. Clem in 14th. Kevin Robinson in 15th. Nicholas Ham in that number 16 position. Hayden Tolson 17th. And Christopher Joy rounding out the field in that number 18 position. Who's ready for some late models, guys? Let me go ahead and jump over there and get into that session. That was freaking awesome. That was a great race. I don't care. That was freaking amazing. Good race by Talon. I thought Richard's move was a little bit dirtier, but that looked like a mirror driving move, if you ask me. I didn't think Talon did anything wrong. All right, let's go find the pro late models. Let's see. Pro. Let's see. We're going to go jump. Well, we know Chase is in top split, so we're going to go tag on with him. We're going to go ahead and save this replay because, you know, that is definitely a replay I want to save. All right, so guys, don't go anywhere. The screen's going to go black. Don't worry. I am jumping over into the late model race, so don't go anywhere. How's everybody doing tonight? You don't want to miss this late model race. It's going to be Kern, and I see Durgan in there. It's a small field. Tanner Tomasi, Stephen Gaines, Augie, Selby, Inman, Braswell, Tolson, Zimmer. I mean, yeah, 64-24, 64-25 SOF for the pro lates, guys. Are you guys ready for some more racing? If you're over on TikTok, I am loading into the new session. You can see it there. And don't forget, later on, we're going to be at Lucas Oil for the Supers. So make sure you got those notifications on. That'll be up around 9:45 Eastern Standard Time. We will take a little break in there and be back as we get into the late model race. All right, here we go. Waiting for Trading Paints to catch up here. All right. We are doing late models now. We are doing late models now. Pro late models at Kern. Later on will be supers at Lucas Oil. You guys don't want to miss that one. That is going to be a good race. I don't know if I've seen a bad race at Lucas Oil, guys. So make sure you got those notifications on for that one as we get ready for the pro late models. Looks like Durgan going to set the bar here in practice after a tough run at Lanier in the big blocks. Hold on, let me fix the screen over on TikTok, guys. Sorry about that. Sometimes it just doesn't want to work right. There we go. That's a little bit better. Power. Lots of power. It's the motor size. That's the biggest difference. So, let's see. Supers. Just to give you an idea. So with the supers, you have a 438 in them. The pros have a 358. So just to give you an idea of the difference there in the size of the motor. So the supers have quite a bit bigger motor. The limiteds have a 350. So the limiteds but the pros are unique. The pros are unique because limiteds are so underpowered. They're so tight. Supers are loose because they have all that power. And then you got pro lates that are kind of both. All right, we got Chase Barbara out on the track in that number 23 Speed Ranch machine as he goes to put down his qualifying time. Kenny, what's he going to set the pace at here? Durgan was fastest in qualifying. What will Durgan do for his lap? Chase going to set a 14.55, but Augie's going to come in and blow that out of the water with a 3. So Augie goes to the top of the charts, 3.81. Augie's been hot here lately. So watch out for Augie here tonight. We got Matt Selby out there in that number 46. Let's see how he can do. Looks like he might be struggling a little bit as he had a little bobble there in turn number 1 and 2. All right, so Selby going to be 9th quickest there. James Braswell out on the track. He's going to be 5th quickest in that 109 as Mason Inman comes out in that number 71. This is going to be interesting. We might get a little bit of a wreck fest. Kern has been a tough one. We got Stephen Gaines coming out on the track. Tanner Tomasi out on the track in that 09. We're going to go ahead and jump on Tomasi here as he comes to take the green flag down into turn number 1 and 2. We'll keep an eye on Stephen Gaines too. He's been picking up a lot of speed here lately. Is Tomasi going to roll that outside down to the bottom now in turn number 3 and 4? Can Tomasi put the quick time there? Augie setting the bar here early on as Tomasi going to come down 13th quickest. Wow, Stephen Gaines 11th quickest. A little bit of struggle there. Let's see if Gaines can pick it up on lap number 2. Gaines going to come across the line, lap number 2, and he's going to fall back down to 13th as Tomasi bumps it up a tick. All right, let's get ready for heat race number 1. Everybody going to make it to the feature, so we don't have to worry about who's going to transfer and who is not. Starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 1, it is going to be Mike Augustine. Outside of him, it is going to be Matthew Katina. Am I saying that right? Anybody know Matthew? Starting in 3rd, it's going to be James Braswell, Hayden Tolson in 4th, Austin Sessions in 5th. Matt Selby is going to be 6th, and Stephen Gaines in 7th. So heat race number 1 getting ready to fire off here tonight at Kern. We're probably going to see some elbows up racing, maybe a little bit of getting run over in the turn. This track gets tight. I'll tell you, this is good. This could be a really good race or a complete shit show here tonight. We're about to find out. I see you guys jumping in over on TikTok. You guys make sure you get those likes, shares, and follows out there. Tap that screen. What's up, Moody? What's up, Landon Moody out there in the chat over on Facebook? As they come across the line, going to be 1 to go this time by Augie pushing Matthew up the track, kind of set that place where he wants to be on the start. This track quite whooped already. A little bit of pre-gen action here in this official. As they come down the back straightaway, going to be looking for that green flag this time by. When's Augie going to fire him off? He's been hot here lately. Can he take the win here tonight in the pros? Green flag is out. I believe Augie won last week, right? Augie says shifts it down into turn number 1 and 2. It is definitely slick. Definitely slick as they come out of turn number 2. Single file to 3 wide into turn number 3 and 4. Selby's going to get the worst of that. Slides up the track. Selby looks to make it 3 wide once again. What a battle for 4th on back as Braswell in that number 1. Is it the 109? Yeah, 109. Takes the number 4 spot as Selby and Austin Sessions battles it out for 5th. Out of turn number 4, down into turn number 1 and 2. Side by side, Sessions gets a little bit of the berm, helps the car turn, but can't get the drive off as Stephen Gaines sits back in that number 7 position. Out of turn number 4, 3 laps complete as Augie continues to lead out front. Matthew in 2nd, Hayden Toulson in 3rd. I gotta imagine this track has gotta be so hard in these pros because they do get tight and loose, so they got a little bit that the way the power works here. These guys definitely fighting a unique condition here, especially with this slick track. Into turn number 3 and 4. They're going to come out of turn 4. They're going to get that 3 to go this time by as Augie drives away here in heat race number 1. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Matthew 2nd, Hayden Toulson 3rd, Braswell in 4th, Selby in 5th. Austin Sessions 6th, and Stephen Gaines in 7th. This is at Kern Speedway, Matt. Kern. 2 laps to go as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Augie continuing to gap the field. Almost 1 second. He is 1 second out of the field. As they come out of turn number 4, white flag is out. Everybody pretty spread out. Brian, thank you for the like. Appreciate that, Brian. Moody, thank you for the like. As they come to complete heat race number 1, it's going to be Augie with the win. Matthew 2nd, Toulson, Braswell, Selby, Austin Sessions, and Stephen Gaines rounding out the field. All right, so heat race number 1 in the books as it looked like Stephen Gaines was struggling a little bit there. I got to imagine this is definitely a difficult track for these pros. As we get ready for heat race number 2. Will heat race number 2 be as uneventful as heat race number 1? Well, we're about to find out. You guys let me know what you think in the chat as Cameron Kaysen going to be starting in the pole on the pole in that number 18. Starting on the outside pole in row number 1. It is going to be that number 33 of Caleb Durgan with Chase Barbara in 3rd. Bo in that number 4 spot. Mason Inman 5th. Tomasi 6th. And Colton Zimmer rounding out the field in that number 7 position. 8 laps for heat race number 2 as they roll off the starting line. What do you guys think? You think we're going to get a clean one here? Or are we going to get a little bit more action in this one? All right, so Cameron going to lead these guys to the green flag in that number 18 here tonight. As they come out of turn number 4, they're going to get that 1 to go this time by here at Kern. If you guys don't know, Kern is a new track here on iRacing, so good to have this variety. It's definitely a technical track. As it looks like Colton Zimmer said, F this, and he gets off the track. Looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. When is Cameron going to fire off? Durgan on the outside, trying to set the pace outside. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Great start by Durgan as they head into 1 and 2. A little bit of contact between the leaders. They're going to be 4 wide. No, they get it back down to 3 wide into turn number 3 and 4. Durgan going to dig low. Chase Barbara digs lower as Durgan beats the door into Cameron as they head towards turn number 1 and 2. Side by side for the lead as Durgan tries to dig out. They go single file for the top 3. Bo and Tomasi going to battle it out as Chase misses the corner. They're going to be 3 wide out of turn number 4 as they come to the line. 2 laps complete. Down into turn number 1 and 2. These guys are struggling out there as they come out of turn 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Ooh, a little bit of contact there as the 9 of Bo gets into the back of Chase as they head through turn number 1 and 2. out of turn 2, down the back straightaway. Was that a little bit of teammate blocking? I'm not sure. As they head out of turn number 4, it's going to be 4 laps to go as they're halfway through heat race number 2. Ja Aaron, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. As Cameron leads the field, Caleb Durgan tries to chase him down. Chase Barbara in third. That's a lot of C's in the top 3. Out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Cameron Kaysen continues to lead the field. 2 laps to go as he starts to separate himself from Durgan. Chase Barbara in third. Bo in fourth. Here comes Tomasi looking low. Looking for that number 4 spot. Can't get there as they come out of turn number 2 down into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Single file 4 now. Here comes Bo. Looking low. Up underneath. Chase can't get it to stick. Ooh, Durgan's going to dig to this hop as they come out of turn number 4. Checkered flag in the air. Cameron, Durgan, Barbara, Bo, Tomasi, Inman, and Zimmer rounding out the field as there's contact after the race. All right, we are getting ready for tonight's feature. Whether or not I can keep up with this one's going to be interesting. Small track, lots of action as I get a follow out there. Sean, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, Sean. All right, starting on the pole here tonight. No stranger here in the pro late models. It is going to be Mike Augustine. Outside of him in row number 1, it's going to be Cameron Kaysen. Starting in third here tonight, we got Matt Katina with Caleb Durgan starting 4th, Hayden Toulson in 5th. Chase Barber is going to start 6th, Braswell in 7th, Bo in 8th. Matt Selby is going to start in 9th, Tanner Tomasi in 10th. Austin Sessions 11th, Mason Inman in 12th. Then rounding out the field in that number 13 and 14 position, we're going to have Stephen Gates in 13th, Colton Zimmer in 14th. 30 laps here for tonight's... God, they're killing me. 30 laps here for heat race, for tonight's feature here in the pro late models. Can these guys keep it together? Or are we going to end up with a wreck fest? We're about to find out. Uh-oh, we got contact already. And just in case you guys were wondering, last race in the big blocks, fast time, not only did Talon Willis win the race, he got the fast time too. So if you guys were curious, I always look. Always interested to see who can get that fast time. As we look for the green flag next time by. All right, looks like Zimmer is not out on the field as they head into turn number 1 and 2, looking for that green flag. When is Augie going to fire him off? We're about to find out as they head towards turn number 3. Augie and Cameron on that front row looking for the green flag. Green flag is out as Augie gets on the gas out of turn number 4. He's going to catch the berm, sparks it on the nose of Cameron. Stacks up the front of the field as they head into 1 and 2. That's going to give Matthew that number 2 position. Here comes Hayden Toulson down low. Looking for second as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4. Augie leads the way. We got contact as Durgan is in the back of Toulson. They had a little bit of contact back in the big block races. Just a little bit of action after that one as Durgan is going to ride all over the back of the 327. 3 wide out of turn number 4. Who would have thought he could go 3 wide here at Kern as Durgan tries to route Toulson up the track. Drag race down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Durgan going to roll it low as they're side by side, door to door. Contact out of 4. Durgan back to that number 5 position. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Chaos right here about the middle of the pack as Chase going to get in the back of Durgan. Durgan saves it as they come out of turn number 4. 4 laps complete. Ken Ward, thank you for the follow. Augie continuing to set the pace here. 1 second in front of Matthew as Cameron tries to work the 118. Hayden Toulson in the 327. Durgan in that number 5 position. Trying to work Toulson as they come out of turn number 2. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn 4. We got 6 laps complete, and look at the chaos back here further in the pack as they finally get a single file. Tomasi clips a little bit of Selby there, heading through turn number 1 and 2. Selby in that number 46 as the 71 of Inman's going to look low on Tomasi as Tomasi's right side door is all beat up as the battle seems to be for last as they come out of turn number 2. Here comes Durgan up underneath Tolson again. Can't get it to stick. He's going to get back in line. Calm down a little bit right now as everybody's just kind of sitting and riding as Chase Barba falls back in the pack. Stephen Gaines off the track. Did Barba leave? Barba must have left because I went on him and then I lost everything. Chase Barba's gone. Oh, so Chase leaves. He's going to finish 12th here tonight. Might finish further back if Stephen Gaines gets back on the track as Augie leads the field. He is 1.7 seconds in front of the battle for second. Cameron trying to work Matthew as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, 11 laps complete here in this 30-lap event. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Things have calmed down just a bit through the field as Hayden and Durgan try to close in on this battle for that number 2 spot. Definitely looks like they might be gaining a little bit here. This could get all kinds of interesting if they do as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Down into turn number 3 and 4. If these two get racing a little bit more just in front of these guys, we're going to see a 4-car battle for second as Augie loving where he's at. He's probably the only one that doesn't want to see a caution as of now as they come down the back straightaway. Matthew trying to hold on to that number 2 spot as Cameron Kasich continues to work him in that number 18 as they head through 1 and 2. Here comes Hayden Tolson as he pops up into the picture of the 327 as they come down the back straightaway. Durgan has lost some ground, about a half a second back from this battle as they come out of turn number 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Cameron back to work. Get to the back of Matthew. He's going to have to check up. That's going to reel Tolson and Durgan up into this battle as they come out of turn number 4. Here comes Cameron looking low. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Matthew going to slide up a bit. Almost opens the door for Cameron as they come down the back straightaway. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Nose to tail for this battle right now as they come out of turn number 4. 17 laps in the books as they head into 1 and 2. Will Cameron use the bumper? Tolson just behind these guys as Durgan comes into view as they come down the back straightaway. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Ooh, a little bit of a checkup by Matthew. Cason's got to get on the brakes. Tolson all over the back of them. Down through turn number 1 and 2. Matthew's going to slide up the track. Cameron looking low. Can't do anything with it as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn 4. We got 11 laps to go. 11 laps to go down into turn number 1 and 2. Battle for second really starting to heat up here. Augie driving away 3.3 seconds ahead of second as they head through turn number 3 and 4. 4-car battle for that number 2 spot as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Durgan looking up underneath Tolson for that number 4 position. Back to single file down into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, Matthews sideways across the nose of Cameron. Somehow they keep it going straight. Out of turn number 2. Matthew up the track. Here comes Kaysen down low as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Down out of turn number 4. Drag race for that position as Matthew's going to drive out of turn number 2. Down into 1 and 2. He's going to keep the spot for now. 8 laps to go. 8 laps to go. And don't look now. Braswell is starting to reel in this battle too. Could Braswell be in the catbird seat for that number 2 position? These guys could very easily get together. But Braswell is pretty much there. He could be part of the mess. Through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn 4. Going to be 6 laps to go at the line. You gotta wonder, will somebody get impatient and use the bumper here? Passing so hard here tonight as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Tomasi, I guess, had some issues. Tomasi off the track as Augie continues to lead 3 seconds over this battle for second. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. 5 laps to go. Better make it 4 to go as Augie comes across the line. Here comes Cameron looking low, trying to keep it clean as he falls back in line. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn 2. Here comes Cameron Kaysen. Looking low once again. Can't quite get there as they head through turn number 3 and 4. 3 laps to go as they come to the line. 3 laps to go as we watch the battle for second. These two actually racing pretty hard, starting to pull away from that number 327 in the 4th position as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, Cameron trying to find a way around the number 118 of Matthew as they come across the line. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Sounds like Augie getting into lap traffic as they come out of turn number 4. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go. Will Cameron use that bumper as they come out of turn 2 down the back straightaway? Looking for turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4. Matthew's going to go up the track. No contact. It's going to be Augie, Matthew, Cameron, Hayden Tolson, Caleb Durgan, your top 5. Not a bad race, actually. Thank you for the share. Sorry, I'm banned. I love it. I love it. That's a good name. Definitely a good name. As we're going to go through the results. And remember, guys, keep those notifications on. Let me just double check because we will be back for the super race later on at Lucas Oil. Like I said, I don't think I've ever seen a bad race at Lucas Oil. It is going to be actually at 8:45 here tonight. So Augie with the win, Matthew second, Cameron third, Hayden Toulson in 4th. Durgan going to be in that number 5 position, followed by Braswell and 6th, Selby in 7th, Mason Inman 8th, Austin Sessions 9th, Bo 10th, Tomasi 11th, Barbara 12th, Stephen Gaines 13th, and Zimmer in that 14th position. All right, guys, like I said, I will be back. We're going to go ahead and call this one a stream for now. And as always, until next time, which will be about 8:45, be safe